Mm-hmm. Oh, man. Hello, gentlemen. How are you? I'm chilling myself. We got some audio in this bitch. Yo, PPT, what's going on, Master Wrench? Can you hear me good? We good? Hey, that's good, man. That's good. That's real good. Okay, I got that in my ears right here. Just making sure that we're good to go. And oh, everything is cool today. What's going on, gents? How y'all doing out there, man? I'm chilling. Turn that one down. That one's distracted me a little bit. Just a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. Oh, my guys. How are y'all doing out there in TV land? Good to see y'all. Man, we got a couple of things to talk about. Not a lot, not anything major serious. Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on your perspective. But, of course, my fucking mouse took a shit 5 seconds before I was to come on air here. Now I'm using the finger pad. Let's go back up to the top here. No, don't crawl, you motherfucker. Get up there. There you go. Who's in here first? True son of Aaron. What's going on, man? See you afternoon. All cool. The Infinite Corner. Winner. Chicken dinner. Testicular oxide. I don't know if I like the sound of that or not. What's up, everybody? Daniel Davis. I love that thumbnail. I love that thumbnail too, man. I made that a little while ago for some stuff I was doing over on BitChute, I do believe. BitChute's being a pain in the ass. I haven't found a way to import my library from FuckTube to BitChute yet. It's on every other site that I'm on. But, yeah, not there, not yet. Don't worry, gang. I'll get myself an intro for this as soon as we can. Oh, man. You're going to have to forgive me if I miss your comments today. I don't know what's going on. Successful Endeavors just hit me up. What's up, SCE? Hold on, gang. Let me check that out real quick. Says, I just got a notification for the Sunday chill stream. I'm guessing that you hit a wrong button. No, we're good, man. I just turned it on. So yeah, I don't know what's up. So yeah, forgive me if I miss your comments today. I can't predict anything with this finger pad down here. I have two of them. This one right here is intermittent, and this one just failed, which is just the most bizarre fucking shit. 5 seconds ago, I was using it, and then it just turned off. And I'm like, what the fuck? So, yeah, it is what it is. Daniel Davis, I love that thumbnail. I already said that. Matt Carter, evening men from the UK. What's up over there in the UK? Fist deep. Best thumbnail ever. Hugo Vader. Oh, man. Mouth agape ape. Yo, Hammerhand. What's up, man? What's up, Mouth? Want me to call you Mouth or agape or ape? Denudo Balls Easy. Yo, man, what's going on? Sigma Rodan, afternoon. Hammer, what's up, man? Deep Dish Philosopher took his message back. What'd you do that for? Sky Pirate Reanimated. Howdy. John Royer, good afternoon. What's up, man? What's up, John? How you doing? Nick Burns. Hey, Hammer. Audio sounds good. Well, I'm glad, because that fucking mic ain't cheap. Well, let me be honest about it. It's not incredibly expensive. It's probably going to get replaced here in the not too distant future. I'll get a studio quality mic, and then we can get this voice coming across. The Populous Pimp, loud and clear. Good to hear that. Joe Smith, hear you good. Cardinal Bob, I have visual and audio. Oh, man, now we're cooking with gas. Ogre MGTOW, Hammer, be dropping some truth bombs. Jawara D. King, not another day. What do you mean not another day? Another day of what? Another day of life? It's always another day until there isn't. You know how it is, brother. I hope I'm not misunderstanding you. Parrish Jackson. Parrish Jackson. What's up, Hammerhand? How's your day going? My day is chill, man. It really is. It's chill. I'm just sitting here cooling. Undead Chronic. Still want to stream? Hell yeah, I still want to stream, man. Let me put in some time here. And then if you're cool with it, we can do the regular 5 p.m. deal. I'll get right off of this and go to you guys. Get with you and Ribby. If we got Ribby in the house, I don't know. Daniel Davis, good afternoon. Hammer, what's up, guys? Walk 434. Yo, man. Yo. Retesta Rock, what's up, homeboy? Space Age microphone is working. Is it working? Does it do anything for you? Does it make you moist? It better not, motherfucker. Elia S. Good evening. Professor Spud, afternoon, Hammerhand. What's up, man? What's up? Gents, hit that motherfucker again. Look at that. Oh, that went all the way to the bottom. Can't do that. I don't know why I did. There you go. There you go. MGTOW Wolf, no worries, sir. K Lel, did I get that right? Lel, L-E-L. Hail from South Florida. Oh, man. The former stomping grounds in place of birth. Nice to meet you, man. What's going on? 434 at the Populous Pimp PPT. I'm not taking any shot. I don't know about that. What happened? What I missed? Vincent Altoro, USA. What's up, Vincent? How you doing? Troy Evans. What up, Hammer? Nothing. I'm just chilling. Yeah, SCE said it's a little early for a chill stream. And yeah, it is a little bit early. With the way that Chronic and I are doing things now, I expect, I'm not sure that it's going to be, but I expect regular deal now with Chronic at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday on his channel. When he's not being dogged and hounded by the scumbags at FuckTube and being banned for shit that's months and months and months old. But you know how that goes. Of course you do. You're here. Oh, man. Lewis Cole here from the UK. What's up, guys? We got a couple of UK in the house. That's cool, man. Goblino Hunter, it's great to see you streaming tonight, Hammer. Well, I'm good to be on here, gentlemen. It's my pleasure. Happy days ahead and many days behind. So what are we going to talk about? Well, right off the top of my head, we can talk about the destruction and implosion of Hollywood. How about that shit when your actors start suing you for profits that you deprived them of? Now, I know a lot of folks would sit there and say, well, man, she got paid 20 mil. 20 mil? And she's suing? Well, she made a contract, right? She made a deal. I'm not going to sit there and say that millionaires suing billionaire corporations gets my rocks off. It doesn't. But when you make a deal with somebody and then you undermine that deal because you're trying to find a way out of the bullshit that you elected, Disney as a corporation, as a company, helped put people like Gavin Newsom in office. And then when they started squeezing them balls and shutting everything down, and telling these folks to go home and bankrupting fucking companies and private businesses and small practices, that's what you end up with. It's what you end up with. It's the rich eating the rich. And it's unfortunate. I think Scarlett could not afford really to have a flop. No matter how much money you end up with in your pocket, in your bank account at the end of the day, you're judged by what you come across as on that screen, by what your PR reps and your marketing team puts out about you. And she's done a pretty fair job of kicking herself in the nuts, I have to say. But it is what it is. Let's get down here. Cyberzoni, let's chill. Yes, sir. We're going to chill for a little bit, and then we're going to pop over to Chronic. Man, we're going to make it a whole afternoon of whatnot. The Noodle Ball, Double Z at Hammerhand. I love your short TikToks. Oh, that's something else that I wanted to say, too. Thank you very much. It takes little to no effort to put those together. Mostly it's just me reacting to other folks or bringing their reactions and their meme quality shit to this channel so that you guys can judge it for yourselves. I know some folks are kind of sticky with it. They don't really like that. They like the long form more, and I like the long form too. But in between producing the long form episodes, you've got something else to watch, to laugh at, to fuck around with. I do the kitty cat thing every once in a while. I'm a big fan of cats. So when I see that material pop up, that's what I put on there. I know you saw Curtis and Scotty. And Curtis and Scotty was fucking around too much. And Curtis is not friendly. He not. Bob Maluga, afternoon brothers and Hammer. What's up, sir? Shindig listener. Great channel. Well, I appreciate that, sir. It's a one-man band around here. Ficky Stingers McFarthing. Man, I almost didn't get through that. Quit trying to hurt me up like that. Evening from the United Kingdom. Another one. United Kingdom of Gay Britain. Yo, man, you ain't no more gay or fucked up than any other Western country, right? T. Oh, gentlemen. Oh, cheers, by the way. Yeah, man, everybody's out here just wondering, waiting, watching what the fuck is going to happen next. What are they going to do next? Are these motherfuckers going to try to lock us down? Notice how, now you all, you might not see this stuff out there overseas, but here in the United States, right? Supposedly the freest of the free, the bestest of the best. As our friend Doomcock says, the bestest ever, right? You know what I'm saying? Censors world news. Of course they do. Of course they do. And it's never been more clear. It's never been more transparent, although they don't want it to be that. But you see, if you're on TikTok, if you're on other media platforms like Snapchat, Instagram, you can see these monstrous protests going on all over the world about what these scumbag globalists and authoritarians are trying to initiate. Bros, I'm telling you, I don't wish for a war. Oh, somebody says, okay, boomer. I'm not a boomer. I don't wish for a war. I don't wish for the world to collapse and to descend into hell. I don't want that. But if it comes my way, I've got it. I've got it. It's either that or death. And that's the way that I see things. I try not to live my life always assuming that the next day could mean fucking Murder City. I don't want it to be that way. But before I will bend the fucking knee and do these things that these people are talking about, that ain't happening. That's not happening. That's not happening. I'm not going to resist these motherfuckers. I'm going to shoot them. I'm not playing with these people. They better understand that I'm not playing with them. And there's millions of fucking patriots out here that ain't playing with them. So they better get the picture. And it's not just here, man. It's not just here. You can see it everywhere. Gents, I'm going to stop that chat real quick and just jump back up there a little bit. Forgive me if I missed your comment, gents. It's nothing personal, but I can't get them all. Goblino Hunter, The long form is awesome, and I love the cat vids and the shorts. All your content rules. The important thing is you're getting exposure. Well, think about that now. When we got folks out there that are not digging on the shorts are being pushed like mad, like fucking crazy. And you see that in this circle right here, I was the first one to go to the shorts. I kind of guinea pigged it for everybody. And as soon as I figured out how it worked, I told everybody, go do that. I mean, you don't have to make your whole channel about that, but bros, come on now. I went from a channel that was struggling to get 5,000 subs to a channel that was exposed to enough people to where I'm pushing in on 40 now. And it's not just me, it's E-Man, it's Chronic, it's the Red Pill Experience, it's Kendall Rican. It's everybody that's doing this. Everybody that's pushing the shorts. Ribby, the Party Frog. Taylor the Fiend. You know what I'm saying? Riker the Biker. It's everybody that's pushing the shorts. They're all coming up. And it's a shit ton of exposure. A shit ton of exposure. It is a very small price to pay. In my opinion, a very small price to pay to run a lot of those shorts while the algorithm is pushing the shit out of the shorts. You know, I mean, they're not always going to be doing that. So you kind of have to take advantage of a good opportunity when it comes along. And I think we all just kind of have to bite the bullet a little bit, myself included. You know, I love the long form content. I like to do the long form stuff more than I like to do the shorts, but the shorts is kind of where the bread's at right this second. So that's what we got to do. Not that big a deal. I had thought about making a second channel just to deposit all of the shorts on. And I've reconsidered that. What I'm going to do is everything's going to go on this channel. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a long form playlist. I'm going to take all the long form comment that's anything over the shorts, and I'm going to put it in the playlist. That way it'll make it easier for all of you to find out the stuff that you want to find out, to go view the long form content. And we do have more stuff. I'm working on stuff right now for the MGTOW Effect series. We're on chapter 2, and I've got 3 chapters in the works. On Odyssey, on BitChute, on Rumble, on Manosphere TV, on MGTOW TV. Jesus fucking Christ. There aren't enough hours in the day to keep up with all of this content. Excuse me. I'm so used to putting my damn hand over here and dropping on that mouse. I can't stand the fact that I don't have my fucking mouse. Boy, that's irritating. Paris Jackson. Free. Yes, free. Dr. Lorenz. That's no cuck without the UK. Oh, yeah. You got to laugh where you can sometimes find it. Pisau? Is it Pisau? 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 Mister? Thanks for your work. It makes me feel better and understood from a 39-year-old French guy. Well, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate the hell out of that. And while I'm on it, let me extend to all of you the opportunity to help and support the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment, thumbs up, thumbs down. All of that stuff helps. I love that shit. I love the fact that you guys do it. I love the fact that the channel is receiving just tons of engagement. So merciless shill plug right there. And don't forget to visit that Teespring store. I'll be doing new shit with that too here in the very near future. Oh, I missed that name. I don't want to miss the name now. Hold on. Oh, damn it. There it is. Raja Rashan. Uh-oh, got my Trinidad man in the house. Representing Trinidad. Cool. Thank you for doing what you do and putting out great content. Thank you for tuning up. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate all of y'all. Benai El Ha is Hammerhand. Is Hammerhand what? That's an incomplete question or sentence. The Paris Hill. Yes, lockdowns are definitely coming for thee. Not for me. Fuck that shit. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I don't care anymore what these folks are saying. I don't care about this minuscule minority of people out here that are trying to run 7.5 billion people around by the nose. Fuck them. Fuck them. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And I know there's a lot of folks out there that say, well, you ain't got no choice. If they're going to tell you, if you're going to do it one way or the other, no, I'm not doing it. So fuck them, because I'm not doing it. Old Norse Brewery, cheers from Norway. Damn, man, we got a lot of Europe in the house tonight. Thank you very much, gents, for tuning in. Bones McCoy, Generation X rules. Generation X. The deadliest living generation. Oh, man. That ain't no fucking joke. That's real bad timing for all of these folks out here that try to perpetrate these massive global frauds. They're dealing with Generation X all over the West. And man, that ain't good for them. The Paris Hill, Sunday fireside chat. Hells yeah. Sticky fingers, cats are cool and indifferent creatures. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. They can be finicky though, but I find them to be more appealing than dogs and much, much less maintenance than dogs. Now that's just my opinion. I like dogs, but I don't own dogs simply for that reason, because I find cats to be very maintenance free. Fat Andy, facts, 314 J-Rock. Hello, everybody. What's up, J-Rock? How you doing, bro? Philip Cable, yo, Hammerhand. What's up, man? Zero, brother. Just sitting here farting around, dicking around on a Sunday afternoon and just talking a little bit of shit and having to get together with y'all. No particular agenda. There's some things out there I guess we could talk about and shed a little bit of light on, but I'm sure that you're aware of most of them already. Unicorn GTR Hammerhand is a wizard carrying a sword warrior. I don't know about all that. I'm carrying a shotgun, carrying that little beauty right down there. Other than that, the Infinite Corner lockdowns are a-coming. I think I already read that one. Yeah, we got pushed out of line there. No. The best name ever. Bestest ever. Yes, sir. I like the man. I like him. I don't care that he's having kind of a difference of opinion with the other culture critics out there on YouTube. That makes me like him even more. Go do your thing. The Populous Pimp, they're going to announce on Labor Day the FDA is approving the death shot, so the slaves will agree to take it. There's one for you, and there's another one for you. Oh, fuck that shit. I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that, motherfucker. Plain and simple. You try to force it on me by not allowing me to buy food or go to work, then you can deal with the criminal that you've made me into. With a stroke of a pen, they can turn you into a criminal. You see what I'm saying? So then they can deal with the fucking consequences of people becoming criminals because of what they've done. I'm not going to be out of work because of it. Actually, I don't need to work, but I'm not going to be out of work because of it. I choose to work. As painful as it is to go in there every fucking day, I choose to work. Let me get down to the bottom here, gents. What's that? Benai El Ha is Hammer from the Big Easy. No, sir. I am not from the Big Easy. I am from the southern United States. Let me get this thing squared away here. There you go, so I can see the chat on the phone too. case something fucks up with the computer, I can always hit you up right there. There you go. No, I'm not. Born and raised in South Florida for the most part, and then started traveling all over the East Coast and the Midwest. And if I have my druthers and I am able to do what I want to do, I will probably end up in the next couple of years after my son gets out of school. I will probably end up in northern Utah. I love Utah. You know, when I took that trip out to see Vention and I passed through and went through Orem on the way up to Oregon, I was like, wow, this place is pretty fucking cool. I like this place. And then on the way back, I paid special attention to look at it again and see if I felt the same way. And I felt the same way. And then I stayed there for a couple of hours, went and got the oil changed in the car on the way back. And I said to myself, I kind of like this, I'm not a city guy. I don't like the city. I like the conveniences of the city, but all of those conveniences are right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those people that grew up in an era where we went to places as a group of people. You assembled your friends, you went downtown, you went to the beach, you went to the mall, you know, you went to the barbecue, you went to the cookout, you went to the shooting range. That's what we did. And you don't, I mean, all of those things exist today, but in a very diminished fashion. It was a culture for us. It's not so much of a culture anymore, you know? It's not. And it's a fucking shame that it's not, because I very much enjoyed it, and I never held a grudge against anybody that went down that road, you know, just to get your friends together and go do the thing. I didn't hold a grudge against folks for that. I always recognized that they were having fun, that they were doing what they wanted to do. So it kind of sucks that that doesn't exist for me anymore. So in lieu of not being able to have all of that stuff, I'm looking for a place where I can go and feel comfortable. You know, once I left South Florida, this is probably too much information, but I'm gonna tell you anyways. Once I left South Florida and I started up here, as a matter of fact, it was Louisville. That was the first place that I came to live outside of South Florida. It was an eye opener. You know, like when you're down in Florida or out in California or New York, those agencies that are at work in any of these respective markets, they're always trying to sell you something from other markets. You know, so you always had the impression coming to Kentucky or Tennessee or Virginia that it was down home Southern hospitality. You know, that's what it was, except that's what it wasn't. It was still all the breakneck, all the hustle bustle, all the get that money right the fuck now with a Southern accent. And that was an eye opener. And it was disappointing. It was disappointing. If I can find my way to Utah in the next couple of years, I think that's where I'm going to end up settling. I was really taken with that when I went through it both times. Very taken with it, as a matter of fact. It's sparse, but it's got people. You know what I'm saying? It's scenic. 278 days a year, 75 degrees. Not higher, 75 and lower. 75 and sunny. You know, 70, 75. 278 days. The crime statistics are almost non-existent. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. I think so. Let me get down to the bottom of the chat, gent. Sorry, I'm not keeping up with you. Sitting here running my flapper. God damn it. Trying to figure out which one of these grabs that motherfucker. There it is. All right. I have a buddy who lives just outside of Salt Lake City. Yeah, man, in that stretch when I was passing through on 80, I can't remember if it turns into 84 right there or just north of there. But when I was passing through that stretch right there, you've got Orem, which is where I stopped. It's Orem, Midvale, and there's another one, and then Salt Lake. And Salt Lake and the other one, I can't remember the name of the other city, right around there. They're expensive as fuck. But when you get to Midvale and Orem, and north of Orem, it turns into some pretty affordable shit. I mean, for some folks, it wouldn't be. It's not going to be a problem for me. I'm good. I am good. And yeah, there's somebody in the chat here. Greg Smith, 10,000 islands and small fishing towns. They are disappearing. When I was going up 84 and I hit the Columbia River Gorge, some of the structure of some of the towns there were fascinating. They were just fascinating. There was such depth in those little small towns, and they were very modern and very clean. It changes a lot when you get into Portland. But the trek all along 84, all down the Columbia River Gorge, you're passing 3 massive hydroelectric dams that are controlling the Columbia River. And that's no small feat because it pushes right out into the Pacific Ocean. What I found fascinating about it was some of the landscape out there. You can tell where they cut the roads out and shit, that there were massive, massive chunks of land that were pointed this way and then pointed that way. And it wasn't man-made. When you look at the gorge and you start to understand that these are plates that are pushing on one another, and some of these formations, they occur when you get a rough push. And, instead of things going in the direction that they're supposed to, some of them break and they just shoot right up in the air. They're fascinating to look at. Papa Flippin' Smurf. Anything that the government mandates is completely suspect. Yeah, it is, man. Fortis, no beta bucks, Panhandle or Florida, not bad. Tampa has some interesting things. Only part of Florida I think of southern is Florida, Georgia. Yeah, I could get with that. The Florida Georgia line right there. Been through Valdosta many, many times. And when you come up, I come up all the way 75 when I'm headed north, anyways, through the mid-ish west. It's not quite Midwest, but it's off the eastern seaboard enough. 75 up to Macon. Then I take the Macon bypass, run to Atlanta, take the Atlanta bypass. Sometimes I actually go through Atlanta on purpose, because it's actually marvelous running down through the city and through downtown, while you're just trucking through on the interstate. But you want to catch it on the right times. You don't want to catch it with rush hour. $317 of you crazy son of bitches in here on a Sunday afternoon. Why? 192 Fonzies. Thank you. I'll earn the rest of them. I promise. Let's get this. Successful endeavors. They can only take the power that you, the people, are willing to relinquish. I mean, no truer words have been spoken. Do you want to understand why you feel so helpless? Do you want to understand that? All you have to do is look back over the last, I'd say, about 200 years. And you can start to see the power structure forming that has put you in a cage. A lot of people don't look at this outside. Man, I can go anywhere I want, anytime I want. No, you can't. The last 15, 18 months have proved that. No, you can't. Can you get on a plane without a mask? Nope. Nope. Doctors and private sector personnel are now attempting through federal pressure to push this shit on you. Well, I just can't be your doctor. This is coming out now. A lot of people are recording this stuff and putting it on TikTok, the Chinese Communist app. And that's what it is. That's what it is. And they're showing that they're doctors. They're recording their doctors in secret. And their doctors are telling them, well, you got to get it, or I'm just going to not be your doctor anymore. I just can't take care of you anymore. I was listening to shit like that today all day. All day. Different people all day long recording their doctors, and their doctors are attempting to force this shit on them and tell them that they can't take care of them no more. They can't be their doctor no more. We're just going to have to mandate it because it's my safety now. Oh, yeah? Well, fuck you and your safety. How about that? I don't care enough about anybody else's safety out there to put my own in danger. Numero uno, me. Me, my son. I take care of us and no one else. And that's it. And we ain't getting no shot. I'm not pushing that poison into my body. Plain and simple. If these pages that have recently come out decreeing 45,000 dead from Charlie 19, 45,000? Man, that's hard to believe. What was it? SARS? When SARS was out years and years and years ago, they had 15 people die from that, and they shut the whole fucking thing down worldwide. Over 15 deaths. And you're talking about 45,000 people are planted? That's directly because of this so-called vaccine. It's not a vaccine. It's gene therapy. They admit that readily, that it's gene therapy. I have to be honest with you. That's not a vaccine. And I didn't sign up for anything like that. And I'm not going to sign anybody else up for anything like that. And these little commies and Marxists that are all over TikTok and these other social media apps that are saying outright, well, we're just going to have to force this on people. Good luck. Good luck. Because the people that you're trying to force it on are the ones that hold the guns and the ammunition in this country. Good luck. You're going to need it. Let me get to the bottom of this convo here. I can see it tripping over here. So, Lawlin Colt, wish you good luck, Uncle Hammer. I don't need none. It's going to be what it's going to be. I appreciate that, though. Philip Cable at Professor Spud. If the government allows immunity from prosecution, you know it ain't good for you. That's right. Before they rolled out a single vial of that fucking poison, they made all of the manufacturers immune from any type of lawsuit or prosecution. So you know it has to be good, right? You know it has to be good if they roll out in advance of this shit with federal protections against being sued. I don't think so. Goose. I don't think so. Fuck that. Nate Dogg. It's about money, and that is sad. Yeah, like I said before, man, they're interested 100% in accomplishing a few things. And I think chief amongst them, short term, was getting back the billions that 45 cost them over the last 4 years or so. That was the chief concern for them. The other concerns about intentionally diminishing populations, those will come into effect. If you roll your eyes and turn your nose up at what I just said, it's clear that you don't have those eyes or ears. You just don't. Look around you, man. Look around you and see what's going on. It's not that difficult to make the stretch. It's really not. You know that we're not being done right. We're being lied to daily, intentionally deceived, manipulated, killed in a lot of instances, in a lot of cases. So yeah, ridiculous shit. Man, we're going on 40 minutes here, man. I can't believe that already. That's ridiculous. And 344 if you're sitting here steady. Thank you very much. I like sunshine at Wolf, correct. Remember the company BioNTech. Yeah, I remember. Spirited Energy, no jab. Lamont Ellis, facts, man. Fortis, no beta bucks. Birds. There it is right there. Get that. Wiz Division Productions, going forward, I think it's going to be important for people to have as little to lose as possible. Yeah. Anything you value can be used against you to control you or strong arm you into compliance. I agree, but at the same time, there's dangers in that when you're looking ahead, when you're looking forward. The idea of getting people used to living with nothing. It's just literally, it's just me, myself, and I. And you have nothing else. Nothing. Not even the option for anything. That's some fucked up shit right there. Let me take a look over here, gents, and see what's up. One Fast Dak in the house. What's up, sir? Reality check required. At Hammerhand, are you prepping? What's your opinion on it? Yes, I do. My opinion on it is that it's absolutely necessary. Now, some folks can go a little bit farther than others can, but if you're living in a place like what I'm living in, at minimum 1 year of dried goods, 1 year. That doesn't mean that you have to have a storage closet full of shit. Doesn't mean that. There's lots of dried goods services out there that where a tote, like a laundry tote size, you can get 4 meals a day out of that for 365 days. Excuse me. I think that that's incredibly prudent. It's necessary. It's necessary today. It's necessary. When this thing first hit, and I was getting rumblings of it, and I remember sitting in a dock March 7th of 2019. Was it 2019 when this hit or 2020? I can't remember. 2020. No, 2019. And I was talking to a couple of folks about it, and I said, yeah, man, I mean, I've been feeling this shit coming, and I had good money in the bank. I had been saving that. I knew that it was on the way. You can tell when the shipping lines start to, I call it reverberate. You know, the shipping lines are always directly affected by these monetary shifts, by these political shifts. So when you see things start to speed up, you kind of know that it's good. It's good. When you see them slow down and contract, and another thing that I say is I call it burping. It's like you'll be going along and then boom, nothing. Even for the mainline shippers out there, nothing. A day, 2 days, 3 days, and then it picks right back up and you're like, uh-oh. I look for things like that too. And you get it in just about any industry now. If you pay attention to it, you can see it. But having a couple of firearms, a good at least 100, 200 rounds of whatever it is that you're shooting. A lot of folks would say that's not nearly enough, but you can't go anywhere with 300 or 400, 500 rounds on your back. You can't. You can't. People don't look at it in a correct manner as far as I'm concerned. If that shit comes down to it, chances are, if you're prepping in an apartment or a house, that's where you're going to make your stand, in the apartment or the house, wherever it is. Most people are not going to go out on the road and start marauding. Some people will. Most people won't. So you have to be able to defend what you've got, when and where you've got it. MGTOW Life, Master Wrench, bring it out. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's there. Justice Dyer Fletcher. Unfortunately, I had to get it from my job, family members, and traveling. I knew it was about power before I got it, but I was essentially forced. Hope all is well with you. I have nothing against anybody that got it. I hope and pray that you don't suffer terrible side effects. Excuse me. So let me pull this out real quick and tip that. You know what? I don't have to do that. This camera is adjustable. There we go. I hope that you suffer no ill side effects. You know, there are folks out here that are saying 2 years from now, and you take it for what it's worth, you're going to start to see massive problems with these injections and the people that took them. And I hope that that's not the case. I hope that's not the case. Uh-oh. Are we at the bottom there? No. Did it stop? It just stopped. Hang on a second, gents, while I try to fix this shit. There we go. This son of a bitch is irritating as fuck sometimes. Hang on, guys. There we go. And yes, I think that prepping is essential. Even in the best of times, prepping is essential. I like sunshine. Bill Gates and Oprah Winfrey, the six-toed monkey banger, met in 2009 to decide the global population. Yes, I've seen that. And with the revelation that Bill fucking Gates is now the largest owner of farmland in the world. Man, that's not good. That's not good. SCE gentlemen, look up Carrie Banks Mullis, creator of the PCR test, and the mysterious circumstances surrounding his death. And yeah, there's a lot of that shit too. A lot of these people that had originally spoke out and said something, they're dead. They're gone. They didn't die from COVID. You know, you just know that there are government hit squads out there doing this to people. You just know it. You know it. It's one of those things that everybody knows and nobody says. And how fucked up is it that we here in the States are just as bad as anybody else in participating in this type of fuckery? For what? Alex Chung, the NASA fails are pretty funny. Dropping screws in space. I hadn't heard anything about that. Papa Flippin' Smurf, let those with eyes to see and ears to hear understand the times. Yes, sir. Hopefully. You know, I mean, folks are pretty fucking dim-witted, man. Pretty dim-witted. Samson, my family pressured me into the COVID jab. I'm feeling fine, but I'm still pissed they used emotions to push me into it. All I have to say about that is let that be an example to you about how not to live. Emotional thinking and suffering from emotional pressure, you know, like women when they squeeze out tears that they don't really mean. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever bow to emotional or social pressure to do anything. That's not part of your critical faculties. It's not part of your ability to think straight, to make a proper decision. I can't see how anybody would willingly take this gene therapy seriously. I don't see how anybody can do that and understand. They understand that the side effects can be devastating, and you already see the side effects happening. You already see it. It's only been a couple of months, you know. In a few months, 2 months, 3 months, you're talking about the potential to have 45,000 dead as a direct result. The CDC doesn't know what it's doing. The CDC is out there trying to implement law, and it's no such thing. This broad that's taken over the CDC, it's another fucking Marxist communist. We're in it, fellas. We're ass deep in it. So yeah, if I were y'all, I would go look up a few prepper channels, and I would start taking some good hints and clues off of them as to how to conduct yourselves going forward in the coming days, the coming weeks and months. Maybe nothing happens. Maybe the world falls down. Nobody knows. And I think that that's where a lot of this is coming from right now. A lot of this jittery nervousness that you can feel out here in the ether is because that dependable sense that governments are supposed to give to their people, that's gone. That it was always an illusion. And I think that people understand that, but it was a comfortable illusion. And now it's not there. It's gone. Fortis, no beta bucks. SARS-5 have been around for a long time. Long time. MERS is, well, yeah, MERS. I remember that. I like sunshine at life. Yes. Cash on hand. Yes, you should have some, but don't depend too heavily on cash. The way that world governments are now hogging up cryptocurrencies is an indicator of where they intend to go. You know, they will drive the prices down on these things and try to get as much as of that shit as possible, because that was always what it was going to be, gang, was a cashless system. As soon as the debit card became a reality, and like I said, there's always that tipping point. As soon as like 51% of people were using it, everything else went away. Who writes checks anymore? Nobody. Nobody writes checks anymore. I mean, it's a rare occurrence. You will see here in the next 4 or 5 years the complete stoppage of payroll checks, because it's a waste of fucking time. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of resources to have payroll facilities when you can just electronically transfer cash to an account. And you say, well, they can't do that. Well, they did it with your stimulus check, didn't they? They sure as hell did. They got right into your account. You didn't have to sign nothing. They just said, fuck it. Drop that shit on all these motherfuckers. And they did it. They did it. There was a lot of people out there that did not want to participate in that, and they didn't have a choice. They just showed up one day with fucking money in their accounts. And of course, baby mama, she's getting tens of thousands. I don't know any men out there that are getting tens of thousands. Not one. Unless they're crooks. ROC vaccine research was based on mechanism of rabies vaccine. I hadn't heard that, but I don't doubt it. I do need to do a little more digging on that and start reading some of those reports. Sticky fingers. Those who do not economize will agonize. Well, that's most people nowadays anyways. Professor Spud, 3 of my male relatives were pressured into taking it by their wives. I would have given the wives an ultimatum. But that's just me. They would have had an ultimatum. Stop pressuring me. You want to go take this shit and put that in your body? You go do it. I'm not taking it. And if you can't live with that, you know where the door is. I love you. But you know where the door's at. No, man, that's that to me, that's a bridge too far. That's something that I'm not willing to do, and I'm sure as hell not going to do it. No, go on ahead and try to force me. See what happens. Android Poulon, hope it's Poulon. So glad we're all on the same page with all this depopulation shit nonsense. Yeah. Buckaroo by Zoo, BlackRock. Yeah. You ought to do a little reading on them some of bitches. What do they control? What was it? 3/4 of the world's asset managements? 3/4. That ain't power. That ain't a monopoly or anything, right? Oops. Get back up there. Like I said, gents, it's taking me a minute on this motherfucker because for some strange reason, my mouse decided to quit 5 seconds before I got on air today. Darth MGTOW, the last X-Wing. Man, I'm just going to call you Darth. Sorry, I'm just going to call you Darth. My new pastime is listening to the police scanner for side effects calls. The radios have been busy. Oh, I don't doubt that at all. Samson, Bill Gates buying the immigrant vote. They already have the immigrant vote. They already have it. You know, if you've looked at all of these, I'm not a fan of Lauren Southern, but if you look at that last documentary that Lauren Southern did, it was fascinating to see how all of the NGOs that are shuttling, trafficking these humans, this is human trafficking, that they are trafficking these humans from the Middle East or wherever it is that they're pulling them, the sub-Saharan Africa, wherever it is that they're coming from, setting them up in lodging, setting them up in accommodations, and coaching them on how to get past the U.S. border. That's right. That's right. The U.S. border right now is a fucking disaster. And what's going on 4 years ago? Nothing. What did these cocksuckers run on? What did Biden and heels up Harris run on? Immigration. Oh, man, it's inhumane, brother. Let me tell you. And they told him to come to this border. They told him to crash the fucking border. And now they're telling him to go home. Do not come. Do not come, Kamala Harris. Do not come to the border. Those motherfuckers should be lined up and shot. You won't say it, but I will. Every son of a bitch sitting in that motherfucking building, in the Capitol building, the Congress and the Senate, should be lined up and shot. They're all traitors to this fucking country and what this country stands for. The mechanism for this country is still in place. Still in place. But these fucks are trying real hard to make it go away. Think about it like this. When I say that they should be stood up and shot for what they've done, for the lives that they've cost, for the traitorous and treasonous shit that they have perpetrated over the last 30 years, what do you think that they would do to you if they could just run into your homes right now? You've got almost 50% of this population that are saying out loud that they should be able to force this shit into your body. They're not far from achieving their goal. Not far at all. And what really fires me up and makes me sick to my stomach is the fact that it's happening here. I know that this isn't what you guys tuned in to watch today, but excuse me, man. One more again. Let me adjust this camera. Almost 400 of y'all in the house. That's insane. Absolutely insane. There we go. No, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Boom, shalock, lock, boom. What we saying up here? Lawlin Colt, I already warned my country that Sinovac is a ploy for propaganda from China. Yeah, a lot of it is. A lot of it is. Joseph Joe Starr, the police are going to be used to suppress lawful vaccination protests. Of course they will. They always are. Evil Alex, brainwashed sheep. Yes, some of them are. What you should think about is the ones that aren't brainwashed. There's a lot of people out here, a lot of motherfuckers out here in the population that want to see this. They're fully aware of what's going on. They're not brainwashed at all. Sam Fisher, we need a revolution, men. I fear for that. I hope that we don't have that. But I see no way out of what we're in right now. No way out. Matt the man, Fook, preach, brother. I'm doing it. Spirited energy, very strange thinking this vax should be mandatory. Fuck yeah, it is. Pan-African Black MGTOW? MGTOW, not a movement, but a destination. Now, it's a philosophy. It's not a movement, not a destination, not necessarily. It's a philosophy. And as we say so many times, what do we say? We don't recruit anybody. We just watch them dump in here by the thousands. Every single day now, somebody is being red-pilled. Not just one person. Thousands of motherfuckers are being red-pilled. They don't even know that they're being red-pilled. But they just see what's going on, and they're like, this can't be right. This can't be legit. And it's not. Kratos 70. Trump was right about China has brought out the Americans in power. Generic Dreamers bullets are getting obscenely expensive, along with helicopter fuel. Volcanoes are free. Lewis Cole at Philip Cable must just be what we ourselves can see then. I got you. Cheers, bro. Matt the man, we tuned in to hear this. Oh, did you? Outstanding. Fortis no beta bucks. New York City is not surprising with mafia like the mayor. Yeah, do you think old Cuomo is going to get his ass kicked up around his ears? Having been found now to be guilty of all of this sex bullshit, you think he's going to get kicked in the teeth? Nah. That's what he's going to get. He's going to get a little slap right there, a little fine. He's too entrenched. He's too much a part of the DNC power structure. He's too big a piece of shit to take out. And I'd say the same thing about anybody on the Republican side of things. People have to stop thinking in this diametric manner. There's no such thing as them against us. It's us against them, all of them. And the unfortunate part about that is with the body, there sits an infection. And the infection can't see or won't see. That's what it's about, folks. I don't dislike people just because of their political views. There have been many inside of MGTOW that said that I need to stop what I'm doing when it comes to talking to a female, when it comes to understanding what a PUA is thinking. Now, I'll deride usury all fucking day long. And I will throw everything that I've got against people that use men, period. Because men need to understand just how valuable they are. And that's one of the greatest tricks, the greatest blankets of wool that has ever been pulled over the collective eyes of men, is convincing them that they're just a fucking cog. Yes, you can go out and murder one guy. You can. But if every guy treated that guy as a brother, then you couldn't. If men were not as atomized and broken down as they are currently towards one another, you could never do that. You got to think ahead a little bit, gents. just a little bit. It's hard to open your heart and your soul up to people that you don't know. It's hard to do that because you've been conditioned not to. And I wouldn't encourage you to just go out and open up and be kind and generous to just anybody, because there's a lot of folks out there that are much, much harder and much, much meaner than I would say than the average MGTOW man. Average MGTOW man is about enlightenment, you know, about pursuing the best circumstance for himself. But once you get somewhat there, you have to start thinking about, in my opinion, you have to start thinking about the betterment of others so that they can get there too. You don't rob yourself to give to them. You teach them how to do for themselves. You know, the whole story about give a man a fish or teach him how to fish. That's how we do that. And it's working. It is working. It is very effective. And that's what we do. Okay, that's something that I'm going to go ahead and read that. I want to thank the wrenches for taking care of that. Rolando Truth United. We need to figure out ways to unite with firearms. They want to bring in the military and armed forces. Now, you need to figure out a way to speak to your fellow man without resorting to violence. Violence cannot be the first option. Violence has to be the last option. And make no mistake about it, there are millions and millions of men out here who think exactly the same way, that violence is the last option. But God help anybody that pushes that button on the last option. You will have never seen anything like it. Americans are mad. And I don't mean like angry, like I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. I mean mad, like borderline insane. Americans are unique in the structure of the world. There's no other country out here that has done what Americans have done. And don't think that that doesn't upset, piss off, irritate, infuriate the old world. It does. They've got their fucking hooks in us. And we need to figure out how to get that cleared up. We did it once. We'll do it again. Yeah, we don't mess with violent alternatives. Thanks for catching the comment there, MGTOW Life. I appreciate that. But I figured we'd just take that one and address it. I don't know a person that doesn't have at least 2 firearms. And that's everybody in the middle of this country. That's the entirety of the country. It's half of the country's population. Half. From coast to coast, border to border. That shit is not going to happen in a vacuum. It's not. It's not. It's going to be ghastly. It's going to be ghastly. That's like pointing your nuclear weapons at your enemy at point X anywhere on Earth, and they've got their nuclear weapons pointed at you, and everybody's just sitting there looking at the button, trying to figure a way out of it. The way out of it is to not do it. But we obviously can't go forward in the fashion that we are going forward. You know, men are becoming aware of just exactly how badly they've been taken advantage of. You haven't been just taken advantage of here. You've been taken advantage of here. Not your heart, but your body. The shit that they put in your fucking food has robbed you of much of your testosterone. That's not an accident. That's not an accident. The shit that they put in your food makes you fat and unhealthy. That is not an accident. It didn't just fucking happen. It was thought out. It was planned. It was executed. Excuse me. Parrish Jackson. I didn't serve my country to watch my fellow man's freedoms get stripped away. None of us did. None of us did. I'm not going to say that every patriot out here has served their country in the military. But as a military person, you swore an oath. You know what your oath is, don't you? I know what your oath is. Do you feel that that oath is being violated right now? If you don't feel that it's outright being pushed out, it's pretty damn close. It's like an ass whisker away from becoming tyrannical. And there's a lot of people that know that. A lot of people. My family's been here since 1630. 1630. We founded major cities on the eastern seaboard. I'm proud of that. But we're a long way from 1630. But we're really, really close to it too. It's just a matter of making the change from person to person. It's definitely, in my opinion, it's a matter of helping men find their place again. And you're going to have to fight. You're going to have to fight for that, because you have a whole other half of the population out here that is really, really drunk on the power that they have absorbed in the last 100 years, on the things that they can do now. I don't need no man, but dating sites are full to the fucking brim with bitter, nasty bitches that don't need any men. Kind of funny. And they hate the men that are out here, even though they made them. That's why it is better, in my opinion, to concentrate on yourselves. Does that mean that you can't feel loss because you can't participate in that side of life? No. Doesn't mean that you can't feel it. Does it mean that you can't grieve it or mourn it? No, it doesn't mean that. It means that you grieve it and mourn it, and then you figure out how to live with it. We all have to figure out how to live with that without destroying our lives. I like to wake up in the morning. I like being alive. You see, it offers things to me. It's a benefit. 402 of you mad human beings in this place right now. I can't believe it. Can't believe it. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. You get down to the bottom here. Do a couple of these. 329 Fonzies. Hey, we're catching up, man. We're catching up. Philip Cable at Hammerhand. It is times like these where every man must look to his own first. I agree. And there will be differences of opinion. And like I've said to some of these folks out here that want to try, how the fuck did we do that? Let me get off of that. Some of these folks out here that try to, I'll use myself as an example, try to separate me from this community of men. You would be shocked at how often that happens, where people come up, they start making videos about me, how I'm this, that, and the other, how I'm trying to turn MGTOW into this, that, or the other, that I'm the de facto leader. I'm not that. Okay, I'm just a fucking guy with an opinion. That's what I am. I'm a guy with an opinion. I'm a guy that's been put through the fucking mill on more than one occasion. I've made my fair share of mistakes, and I share it with you so that you don't step on those landmines, hit those tripwires like I did. Because if I can help you out of it, why shouldn't I? And I don't have to charge you soap money. I don't have to sit there and tell you that you need to take my course. Get in here and get this course, motherfucker. You know you want it. When you could build your knowledge and your confidence and your ability to handle life by yourself. Does that scare you? Do those words by yourself scare you? Does it make your stomach grumble a little bit? Maybe it should. That's what it is, gentlemen. We are always by ourselves, even when we're in a room full of people. That is a fucking illusion. It's an illusion. It's nice to feel comfortable, isn't it? I remember those days when I could hug my wife. I remember those days when I could hug the mother of my kids, and I actually felt something. That was a good thing. And then it didn't take long for that to turn to shit because somebody couldn't keep her legs closed. And there will always be the sympathizers that will say, well, you must have done something, or she wouldn't have done that. There's plenty of them on TikTok that say that it's never the woman's fault. You can't get caught up in that shit. You lived it. You were there. You know what happened. Other people's opinions on that don't matter. Doesn't make a difference at all what those people have to say. You don't have to defend yourself to lunacy. You don't have to engage in conversations where people close their ears as soon as your mouth opens. You leave them behind. You let them go. You're not trying to convince them. You're looking at the folks that are sitting on the fence, that are just walking into the community, that are brutalized. That's who we are here for. Then you become a veteran. Then you become an old timer. Then you become Spetsnaz or Stardust or Human, Paul Proteus. Get to the bottom of this chat here, gents. I don't know if I can pop that button right here and do it right here. There you go. All right. Wisdomism Productions. My man Hammer got that pump where his heart is like the rest of us. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gents, I don't joke with you about serious things. My heart bleeds for these men out here. It does. Because I wished that there had been somebody there that could impart that wisdom on me that would have made me understand it, so that I didn't have to be put in a fucking crucible and burned. I never wanted that for myself. But then again, when I was going through it, I didn't know myself. I didn't know who and what I was. I didn't. I existed for their pleasure. I existed to please them because that's how I was raised, by a wounded single mother. Excuse me. Did she have cause? Yeah, she had cause. I don't like to go out and say that my father was this, that, or the other, but my father was lacking. He was lacking in critical areas of development as far as his kids were concerned and his family. He was a raging alcoholic. He was an abuser. I lived it. He was not ready for the things that were happening to him, and I truly believe that it drove him insane. It drove him to have this duality of nature in his mind. He wanted his family. I know that. But he hated the burden of the family. I also know that. You can't make somebody a father through pressure. You can't make somebody a mother through pressure. You have to solve the social ills of the society first, while we're fighting to stay alive and not descend into fucking tyranny. Enough preaching. JB, why does a man have to keep a woman happy? Just shows how easy they cheat. I think that's a two-way street, JB. It really is. They're taught this Generations of them have been taught that it's your responsibility, my responsibility to keep them happy, right? If that man can't X, Y, and Z, then he ain't a real man. That's the dumbest shit. That's the biggest red flag. That's a parasail-sized red flag. Anybody that says real man, whether it's a man or a woman, is suffering right there in the mind because they've been brainwashed. Every man is real. Every woman is real. There's no set of circumstances that make you less than. That's it. That's it. And that's what people don't get, don't want to get, and they don't want to take the responsibility for. That's men and women, by the way. Just my opinion. Tim Elgato, I like that you don't ask. Oh, man. For $2,000 for MGTOW Truth like the CME, there's no need for that. There's no need for me or any other brother to try to put that shit on people. You know, when I was growing up, I'm gonna give you a little side story here. When I was growing up, we had nothing. So when we went and shopped for school clothes, we would go to Kmart or Sears or someplace like that was reasonably affordable. You would have other kids that would go to the mall and they would come to school first day decked out. Now, they didn't look any different than you did, but they knew that they went to the mall and their parents paid $60 in 1980 for a pair of pants that they could have got for $7 at Kmart. You see? Because there was this thing going around, and it perpetuates itself typically with adults and bleeds down into kids, that the more you pay, the better off you are. How ignorant is that? It is so ignorant. I mean, it makes me froth at the fucking mouth how stupid people are. And then they train their kids to be that ignorant too. All of the social maladies that we have in life start at the top. They start at the top intentionally, and then they are bled down through the culture. And that's how you get dumb fucking people and really dumb generations of people. And then they start stacking one generation on top of the other, and then you're in real trouble. And we're in real trouble. Real trouble. So, yeah, you would get that situation where people believe that, you know, you get what you pay for. And with manufactured goods, I can see that, you know. Obviously, you know that Canon and Nikon make a quality camera, right? It's great. They're awesome. The Rebel, the EOS, pretty good shit. You know, you step away from that, you're going to get a reduction in quality for a lot of camera companies. Same with TVs, VCRs, these phones right here, these computers that I'm using right now. So there is some truth to that. But then people take it too far, like they do with everything. There's always those people out there that want to be better than everyone else. And better is so subjective, it doesn't even deserve a definition. It changes with the wind. So there's no real point to it. You just do what you want to do and do the best that you can. If you find that there's a better product and you want it and you can afford it, save up for it and get it. It's not that big a deal. There's no need to pass that type of shit on to your children so that they can push it on other kids. Just my opinion. Excuse me. 411. 1.5 hours. Oh, man. It was ridiculous. 368. Hey, Fonzies. I hope you guys are enjoying this talk. Man, this became a little more philosophical than I was foreseeing today. I'm enjoying it. Let's go pick up just a little bit. I have got to go out now, today or tomorrow, and get me a damn mouse. I can't believe my mouse crapped out. What a bunch of shit. You know what? It might Let me try another socket here. It might be a socket on this USB strip. No, it's not. You fucking... That's weird. Let me show you something. You see the bottom right there? Hold on. Let me turn it on. Now watch this. See that? It's not supposed to turn off. When I turn it on, it turns off. What a piece of shit. I can't say that. Fuck that. I can't say that. I've had that mouse for a long time and put some miles on that bitch. So that's a soldier. That's a soldier. What a fucking idiot. Oh, man. Greg Smith. Rick Parker seems like he left the conversation. Uh-oh. They can resist saying you don't have the means. It is just being lazy. I am walking in on the ass end of something there that I don't know nothing about. Unicorn GTR properly backfires a few times because it automatically drops the women's wall. Okay. I'm definitely in a conversation that I don't know nothing about. Let's get down here real quick. Successful endeavors. Replace the battery. I did replace that battery, brother. I replaced 2 sets of them. And for some strange fucking reason, I'm just not getting it. So that's cool. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use the phone over here, and I'm going to track this. I'm going to track this conversation right here. I'm going to track it over here. Successful endeavors. The agenda has all of the money that they will need. They want complete and total power over you. Yes, they do. And when we say they, I'm talking about banking institutions, multinational globalist corporations, the people that are elected into office and official positions. Let me tell you something right now. Elections are bullshit. It's a wonderful concept until you start to practice it. I don't think that we've had an honest election in 100 years. I really don't. You know, because the more you know. Unicorn GTR, we are brothers if we want to be. A lot of people out there that don't want to be. I've always been the kind of person, me personally, that if you're cool with me, I'm cool with you. That's white, black, male, female. I keep my distance around women today. For obvious reasons, I keep my distance around females. There's too much risk that comes with them. Way too much risk. Lewis Cole, we know Hammer. We need to stick together and stand strong. Yes, sir. We are going to be tested too. I promise you that. We're going to be tested. Thumper, Morpheus, at Morpheus Hypnos, we are not outgunned. No, we're not. One only needs to know the history of the American Revolution, Vietnam, and Afghanistan. Fuck you, you motherfucker. Why did that dip out like that? I'm losing it on my phone now. So piss me off just a little bit more, please. Thank you very much. And I'll come over here and get it. Sorry, I missed your comment there, Thumper. My fault. Sam Fisher at Hammerhand. I don't believe Cuomo will see any consequences for his actions. Of course he won't. Of course he won't. You know, but then again, look. This puts me in a bit of a quandary with Cuomo. I didn't believe at all the shit that was being thrown at Trump. None of it. Take it to a court, gather the evidence, play it out, see what happens. I despise Cuomo, but I extend the same courtesy in my mind to him. Gather the evidence, take it to court, see what happens. There are crackpot agents on both sides of this bullshit. If you call yourself a Republican or a Democrat or a Libertarian or what the fuck ever, all of this is part of the same malaise. It's the same sticky fucking soup that's been stirred in this country for 200 years. You know, that's not an opinion. That's a fact. So yeah, before I'm going to see anybody, even a Democrat, Me Too'd, we have due process. get the due process thing going, figure out what the fuck is happening, and if there's merit to it beyond a declaration on television, then you do the things that are appropriate, that should be done. Nick Adams, this is great. What's great, Nick? What's great? I like sunshine at SoCal. I missed it. Unicorn GTR, the capacitors are leaking. Just an old mouse, I guess. It's possible. Is that what it is? Because the way it flickers like that, I didn't realize there was a capacitor in there. So, yeah, but that would make sense. Red Pill Mixed Breed, what's up, Unc? How's everybody doing? Nothing, nephew. Just sitting here chilling, doing my thing with everybody else. 421 of them in here, wasting their Sunday on this dumbass shit. I'm just kidding. Greg Smith, check your battery. I've changed out 2 sets of batteries on it, brother. You know, I mean, unless this whole brand new package of batteries is bad, which, you know, it is America. John Doe, no one elected the CDC, the NIH, or the WHO. I know. They're front organizations. They're domestic terrorists. They are. Now, they are. And it's high fucking time that people understand that this kind of shit, this is not going to last. This is not going to last. I hope that these organizations are ejected, dismantled, or go defunct before they are handled by the populace that they are fucking over, because that's not going to be nearly as nice. Sam Fisher, I don't believe Cuomo will see consequences. God damn it, I read that. Pan-African MGTOW. Solution for a nail is the MGTOW hammer. Yes. Poker, Donald Trump, die not lose. Pardon? What? Clefo 168, elections are illusions to make you think that you make the decisions. Yes, they are. And I feel nothing but spite and contempt every time one of these motherfuckers get up on a TV camera somewhere and they're like, we got to do this for the American people. It boils my fucking blood. It really does. It boils my blood. It makes me sick to my stomach. You know, somebody's looking right at you, lying their fucking balls off. And you're just like, yeah, what are we going to do for the people now? Oh, what? I get to pay more tax? Hey, that's awesome. Thanks. I appreciate that, but not really. Fuck these people. And I think really, well, I don't think it at all. I know that with the rise of social media, the ability to communicate, that we, no matter who we are removing the conversation and the power from these people, and we're cutting them out. This is our country. This is our country. It doesn't matter if you're white or black, if you're a native. It doesn't matter if you're, what do they call them? I can't fucking remember. Not immigrant, but there's another word for it. Naturalized. If you're naturalized, this is our country. And I think that people are really slowly waking up to the idea of self-governance. And that is a horrifying fucking thought for these people that have been raping and pillaging the paychecks of this country for 100 fucking years now. 100 years you've been getting stuffed right in the ass. Makes you think, don't it? 100 years with at least 100 million people paying twice on each dollar. Huh. And if you can print endless fucking dollars, oh boy. Let's see this one. Oh, okay. The infinite corner ever. I like sunshine. Cleffa, correct. Sam Fisher, I like sunshine. Hello, fellow Spartan. Law and Colt. It's 4:01 a.m. now. I'm going to head to bed. Peace, Lawlin. It's good to see you in, brother. Thanks for tuning in so late, man. Thank you for the great stream, Unk. Good night, day, gents. Stay safe, stay strong, stay smart. Yes, sir. You sleep well over there. And make sure that those baton-wielding fucking potato chuckers don't kick your door in for mean tweets. Alex Chung, it started... You're going to get us all in trouble with this one. It started in 1913 when the Titanic sank. The three richest men were going to save America from the creation of the Federal Reserve. Let's just get into that. If you didn't know already, three of the largest voices against the creation of the Federal Reserve died on the Titanic. Is that a coincidence? See, I don't think that it's a coincidence, because the first operational submarine was made in 1905. I've said for the longest time that you have all of these wonderful sonar scanning pieces of equipment. They could scan down below the mud line of the Titanic and check it out and see what it looks like, and they've never done it. Now, I think that there's torpedo holes down there. It's just my opinion. No crazier than any of the other fucking crazy shit that has come true over the last 4 years. Yeah. As soon as I started to read the passenger manifest for the Titanic a number of years ago, and I was like, wait, what? Okay. Oh, another one? Three? As soon as I saw that and became aware of that, I immediately started looking for liaisons, started looking for who was kind of fucking who was operating with who, and then you find out that submarines were operational, and I would almost bet the fucking farm that a submarine was shadowing the Titanic and sank it. It's not out of the realm of possibility. Not at all. Didn't that happen to one of the sister ships out there off the coast of Ireland not too long after? Success pool endeavors. Not hiding that shit from us now. No. Mark Splice, everything is fake. News, elections, stock markets, crypto markets. We live in a fantasy world. It's the fucking Truman Show. Yeah. Brother, you ain't fucking kidding. You ain't kidding. Damn. Let me jack that up a little bit there. I'm sorry if the image shifted a little bit, gents, but I just noticed that this computer is getting a little bit on the warm side. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. Sorry about the mouse problem, man. This is stupid. Going right down to the bottom of the chat, fellas. We are at 1 hour and 40 minutes-ish. And I think we're going to call this a day here in just a moment or so. Did I just see Sifu in here? I think I did. There he is. What's up, Sifu? Sifu Black Irish in the house, folks. Always good to see you, my brother. I hope that you're feeling better. So happy to be in the presence of the God. Oh, so happy to be in the presence of the Godfather. Oh man, you can't call me that. There's so many people that came before me. So many people out there that have influenced the things that I say and speak about, and the truths that I now know that I would not have ever known had it not been for their ability to break through. But I do appreciate that. I consider that a compliment. Thank you. Thank you very much. I hope that you're feeling better, bro. You see Mr. Elite say hi for me. Chaos for U728. I find it funny. A lot of the things conspiracy theorists, quotation marks, said back then are actually coming true. A lot of them have come true. A lot of them have come to pass. If you don't know the name Bill Cooper, you should. I hope that you go and find Bill Cooper and look at his stuff. There's a backup channel on YouTube of Bill Cooper and the things that he had said. And he wasn't just a visionary. He was a direct competitor with Alex Jones for certain things. So that's something to think about as well. Axel K, just get a wired mouse. No thanks. I had a wired mouse for the longest time, and you just have cable breaking problems on the internals inside the mouse, and I just don't like the wired stuff anymore. I've got 10,000 wires sitting out here already. But, I mean, I appreciate that, but, yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. Tremil at Hammerhand, you have a great evening. Love your stuff, brother. You too, brother. If you're checking out, be good and stay safe. Michael Guevara, later, easy. Ron Zombie, Bigfoot riding Nessie abducted by a UFO. Well, what are they talking about now in the news to try to get you distracted? The admittance of aliens, technically, things that they don't know what the hell they are or where they come from Navy flyers. They're letting that come out now. You should ask yourself why. I'm just saying. Oh my God, life is so fucking weird. Daniel Green, I look forward to your next chill stream. Thank you. Parrish Jackson, conspiracy theorist equals spoiler alerts. Yeah, you better believe it. John Gorsia, did I get that right? Hammerhand crushed it. I don't know about that. Greg Smith, thank you for spending your time. Thank you. Barefoot Cowboy out. Peace, my man. Peace. Fortis No Beta Bucks, wet wired land like Johnny Mnemonic coming. Yeah. Don't be surprised when you start seeing ports on people. Brother, let me tell you something. As soon as guys like Musk and Gates, because Gates will be involved in it, figure out the bandwidth of the human brain, motherfuckers are going to get jacked in real fast. Real fast. Do I want that? Yes and no. Yes and no. Sheely, Alex Jones is not MGTOW because even he is not that crazy. Well, I don't know about crazy, but yeah, he's never said anything about us, not to my knowledge anyways. Unicorn GTR, Shaley belongs to the streets. Mark Splice, transhumanism is coming. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's not that far off. You already see people trying to push into it already, so I didn't want to do that. Fuck that. Get off of that. Didn't want to do that either. Fuck. Lee Williams, life. It's a game to enjoy. I don't know about game, but unfortunately, a lot of people run it like that. Yeah. Chaos for you. Musk shouldn't be trusted. None, Gates or found. Yeah, I mean, obviously. Look what happened to Zuckerberg. You end up creating something or stealing something, and it becomes enormous. These governments are going to push into that product. They're going to push into the product. They are going to make sure that they've got fingers in the pie. They're going to make sure that if you don't play the fucking game, you get McAfee'd. That's it. It's that simple. MGTOW Life. Musk said AI is coming and it's not good. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. It's almost certainly going to mean the end of humanity in certain ways. I don't mean that billions of people are going to disappear. Although, I just mean that humanity as you know it it's done. It's done when that starts to happen. It's going to be a different kind of human. It's going to be very strange, I think, for those that have to live through it, especially the first 50 or so years while it's being developed. It's going to be very strange. The Infinite Corner, fake alien attack followed by a fake messiah to stop the aliens. You're welcome. Thank you very much. MGTOW Life, Musk said AI is coming. I already said that. Fortis, no beta bucks. Nice shack in the deep woods sounds nice with a big guard dog. Yeah, you better make sure that you can live off of the land and that you're 20 miles off of any road. That's what it's going to take to disappear and not be fucking molested, not be bothered. That's what it's going to take. Damien the GT, love your content. You're the uncle we always needed. Well, thank you. Damn, I got 2 nephews in here I didn't know nothing about. Nice to make your acquaintances. Porcupine Party, McAfee didn't Epstein himself. No, I don't think that he did, my friend. I don't think that he did. I think that McAfee was into some shit, and he might have. Who knows? I don't know. It just seems awfully convenient. I'm waiting for somebody to tell me that Snowden killed himself, or the other guy, Assange, which you haven't heard a fucking peep about or out of Assange for years now. So you think he's being fucking pumped and dumped? I think he is. Bones McCoy, I robot Isaac Asimov, beware. Yeah, brother. CBR Demon, Facebook has ruined more life than war in history. Yeah, but it's voluntary, isn't it? It's voluntary. These people will walk into a fucking furnace if you tell them that there's 15 minutes of fame at the end of it. It's just the way that they are. They can't help themselves. They're being raised this way. Riff Magos, Master Wrench. The only plugging in I'm doing is to a favorite guitar amp. My man, nice to see you here, brother. Kid Salish, Indigenous MGTOW. Homelessness in California. Kalamazoo thoughts is just the beginning of the rest of the world for the new era of cavemen. I think you're going to see people. I really, really believe this. I don't know that it's going to happen, but I really believe that people are just going to start walking out of jobs, away from homes, away from the fucking crushing debt that they are entering into, and just disappearing. I don't know where they're going to go, but I think that you're going to see that. I really think that you're going to see that. The outward appearance of that is already making itself known with the homeless populations in all of the major cities now. They're showing up in Republican cities now. Not tremendously, not like they are in Democrat cities or middle-of-the-line cities, but they're showing up everywhere now. So it's stunning to see the amount of openly homeless. Wait until this fucking eviction moratorium expires in October. They've pushed this as far as they can push it now. Now you're going to have a complete and total land revolt from property owners that are getting fucked right in the ass having to cover these people's expenses. It's stunning. Never seen anything like it before. Stunning. Or the moratorium will expire in October, and you're going to see a fucking ton of people going to the street, and you're going to see a ton of apartments get took up. You won't be able to get an apartment in November. Mark my words. It's going to be biblical. You watch and see. Success Pool Endeavors, the homeless tsunami that's incoming will be insane. Yes, it will be. I believe that. Chaos for you, 728. My town has a growing homeless problem. I run right down the road here to get to my job, and it's always been pretty decent and clean. Now, the airport hotels that are sitting down there, we're not too far away from the airport, from Louisville International. It's getting overrun with the type of homeless person that we're talking about. Not people that were evicted, but people that are professional hobos. No disrespect. And now motherfuckers are sleeping under the bridge and on the sidewalk on the freeway right next to where I work. It's unbelievable. I've never seen that here in this city before. You know, this is a really, really red city, and these stupid motherfuckers elected a Democrat in 2018 to be the governor. Don't know what happened there. Couldn't tell you what happened there. Maybe they elected him, maybe they didn't. Garbage human. America is a third world country. No, it's not. No, it's not. I know what you're going for there, and I'm not trying to disrespect you, but no, it's not. America is not a third world country. America is the first world country. The first world country. And has been for a while, but they managed to hide it very well. No, it is not a third world country. Unless you have ever been out of the city that you're in right now, you do not know what that means. I have been. I've been to a third world country, and no, America is not a third world country. Not by a long, long way. America is suffering the repercussions of political, social, and civic corruption. Intentional political, social, and civic corruption. It's 100% engineered. Absolutely. And you can see these scumbags on TV. Richard Blumenthal, Mazie Hirono, what's that other fucking idiot? Kristen Gillibrand, Joseph Biden, Kamala Harris, Cuomo, de Blasio. Throw any number of Republicans in there that you want to. Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, her relative, Gavin Newsom. Yeah, these people are fucking trash. They are garbage, but they're smart, ruthless trash and garbage. And you have to give it to them. They've been kicking motherfuckers for a long time. Maxine Waters. Can't say anything about anybody that's black because you know what that is, right? Especially if you're a milk monkey. I heard that the other day and I laughed my ass off. A milk monkey. Oh my God, that's too funny. Dr. Jeep. Moratorium is going to become permanent. Keep voting for Democrats or else. They're going to, my man. They're going to. They don't give a fuck. They don't care about any of that shit. Get that thing off of there. Badass Taco. America is suffering terrible breeding patterns. I don't buy conspiracy because conspiracy requires intelligence. I don't see any evidence of that. I would agree with you in some areas of that line of thought there. I would agree with you. I think I can put this back down now, level that image out a little bit. I would agree with you in certain areas that, yes, we have serious social problems. Not just with whites, Europeans or blacks or Asians or men or women. That's just the tip of the fucking iceberg. I'm old enough to see 4 generations, fully 4 generations of indoctrinated Marxist communist kids coming out of colleges. And they believe everything that they say. Everything. They think that you're some anachronistic, crusty old fuck that's living in the past, that's better off dead. They believe it. They believe it. If you're over 40 years old, they believe that. 100%. It will be a rare day when you see somebody that is that age that doesn't believe that, or at least follow some of those codes that are installed in them when they're in middle school, high school, college. This ain't just an uphill fight, brothers. This will be a fight for the ages. And I won't see the conclusion of that in my lifetime. I won't. It's going to take decades to reverse the damage that has been done to this culture by other forces. Decades. I said a little while ago in a conversation with somebody, I thought that it was going to take 100 fucking years just to move the needle a little bit. You know, because while you're trying to reverse that damage, you first have to get into a position to be able to do it. You have to address all of the apparatuses, the avenues of attack that are being used against the populace. As Hollywood, media, music, television, everything that is produced for consumer consumption, everything. Then you've got to attack the education system. Good luck. Not saying that it's impossible, just saying that it's going to require a lot. MGTOW forever. Man-made food shortages by the government coming. They're not coming, brother. They are here. Fortis, no beta bucks. Colombia, third world, question mark. No, I would say that they're second world. Absolutely. They have some first world properties, for sure. But firmly second world. Nate Dogg, Antifa attacked prayer service in Portland today. Of course they did. And this is something that a lot of people ain't going to want to hear. But if these churchers don't get their balls up and start becoming a little more aggressive towards these people, this is going to get worse. It's going to get a lot worse. You will start seeing people assaulted in the pulpits. You're going to see them get mobbed on when they're coming out when the bell rings. They better start defending themselves. There's nowhere in the Bible that says that you don't defend yourself because you're a believer. They better start defending themselves. They're going to have problems. Shay Necht. Oh, hell no. America is not a third world country. A majority of people here have a third world mentality, though. Yes, they do. And that contributes greatly to the degradation of the culture. We have a real problem with our culture now. A real problem. Our culture has been intentionally sabotaged. Gents, we looking at 1 hour, 57 minutes. And I just came in here to talk about nothing. I want to show my appreciation to all 403 of you right now in the house. 437 Fonzies. Oh my God. Ratioed to the positive. I love it. Thank you. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate you, gents. I really do. I'm going to go jump on Chronic's stream here. Let me get my phone down, and because I'm going to have to use my phone to mess with that stream. Unplug it. I think we're good. 4:30. And I think we're going to be there at 5 with Chronic. So let me get off of that one real quick. Let me say absolutely. I hope he's watching this. And if you guys want to continue this, you can continue it over on Chronic's stream. I believe we're still going to go for the 5 p.m. deal. I haven't heard any different. So I won't play a header going in there because I'm telling all of you right now where I'm going to be for probably the next couple of hours. So it's been a nice afternoon here with you guys. Wonderful conversation and wonderful answers. And thank you so very much for tuning in. And I'm going to get the hell out of here. Peace, love, hair grease, and all that good shit. And thank you very much for tuning in, gents. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.